Hello and welcome to Antiques Trade Secrets. In this video we're going to talk about how to identify a true first edition. Many people love to collect first editions, signed first editions, and early editions of classic books can be worth tens of thousands of pounds or dollars. However, when you're down the local thrift store, charity store, out shopping, how do you quickly identify a true first edition? Let's talk about 4 books here. We've got Adrian Mole, Weapons of Mass Destruction, How to Be Good by Nick Hornby. There's a short history of tractors in Ukrainian. And finally, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. 3 of these are first editions. One of them is only a first edition, but not a first imprint. I'll explain more in a moment. If we take Adrian Mole first of all, we turn to the front. So you flick through here, and as you probably know already, you need to look at the information contained in the printing credits. We just come in close here. You can see Michael Joseph is the publisher. Check that's the correct publisher. Many books are reprinted. I've seen people on eBay trying to sell first editions that are not first editions at all. They're book club reprints, that kind of thing. We span down here and there's the first useful piece of information. First published 2004. That's a good clue. Then we look for the number line, occasionally a letter line, and here it clearly says number 1. That means this is the first edition and it's the first impression, okay? So that means it's the first printing of the first edition. That's a true first edition, clearly identified by these 2 bits of information here. Okay, let's move on. Secondly, another book, another early edition. Same idea. So you flick through, you find that important information page. Here we've got first published in Great Britain 2001 again, but you can see here the number line's changed, number 5. Now that means this is the first edition, and you'll see some people trying to sell a book like this as a first edition, but the 5 means it isn't the first printing or the first impression of the first edition, it's the 5th printing, okay? So that's not a first edition. This book's gone through probably several tens of thousands of copies before we've got there. Not nearly as collectible. Okay, moving along, book number 3. This is a good example of something collectors love. So this is a book that won many awards once it had been published. And if you take a look here on the title page, it's actually been signed by the author. Authors do lots of signings, book signings, but early novels by perhaps debut authors signed on the first edition, much harder to find. And there is the signature of the author. Just to confirm, we turn over. Let's have a look once again. There we go. First published 2005. First printing, number 1. So say most publishers these days use numbers. In the past you might have letters, so you'd be looking for perhaps first edition and the letter A. Sometimes they cross the numbers off, so you might have all the numbers included apart from the first number. Okay, finally, over this way, let's have a look. Now this is a good example of where you really need to do your homework. Very popular children adults book. It's a first edition. It is a first edition if you look over here. Let's turn over. There we go. It's got all the number line there. This is what publishers sometimes do as well. Because the number 1 is there, that means it's a first printing. If the 1 was missing, like so, you'd know it was a second edition. If the 2 was missing, the number line started at 3, it's the 3rd printing. However, there are 2 versions of this book. This happens to be the adult version in the adult packaging. This edition published 2003, and as it happens, it's the original children's edition published the same year that is more popular. So, first editions, to recap, you're looking at the printing information in the front of the book. A true first edition will clearly state first printed or first edition, and you're looking for that all-important number or letter like so. Good luck. Please check back for more videos. Do buy our book below, How to Make a Serious Second Income, Buying and Selling Collectibles. You can do it too, and check back for more videos soon. Thanks very much. Goodbye for now.